In this episode of KIDZ Podcast, I am honored to share wisdom with you about leading kids in your church and in your home. Dealing with kids is hard work, and I'm praying that we add some tools to your tool belt today. So let's dive into today's topic. Today on KIDZ Podcast, we're talking about gratitude, the ability to express thank you to our staff. My name is Pastor Ron Gale, and I am your podcast host on KIDZ Podcast, where we talk about leading kids into an overflowing life with Jesus. Whether you are a kids pastor, youth pastor, associate pastor, or a parent or teacher or coach or whatever. This podcast is about leaders of those who are in the field with children. So let's dive into today's topic, talking about showing gratitude to our staff. And this came on my heart because the reality is I was not always good at showing appreciation. And even now, at times, I struggle with remembering to say thank you to my team and the people that volunteer and help and so forth. And so I can honestly say that I used to be horrible at this, like really bad. But before we go too far, let's just go ahead and give some biblical insight on gratitude, looking at 1 Thessalonians chapter 1. It says here to always give thanks to God, or if you're actually reading it in context, the author is talking. He's saying that he is always giving thanks to God for all of the people. And he goes on to finish the prayer, and but ultimately the author is expressing thanks and gratitude to God about the people he's working with. And that's huge because even when I don't say thank you, I'm definitely not praying for that gratitude. But now that I've grown over the years and have grown in my ability to say thank you to people, it has additionally grown into my prayer life where I can say thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you for what you do. I appreciate what you've done. Without you, we would have failed. So here in a couple months, I'm scheduled to take someone out to lunch. Someone pretty popular. His name is Jeff Dale. Maybe you've heard of him. Oh, yeah. So he's coming to our church, and there's a little history between himself and I. We met about 20 years ago after my brother passed away, and there's a little connection in the family with him, and over the many, many moons, we've ran into each other a handful of times. We're friends on Facebook, I can say that. We've got pictures together, more than one. So the boss wanted to bring in someone to do a worship experience with our leadership team and whatnot. Not just do worship, but give them a really quality experience as well as some training. So my boss remembered that I had a small connection with Mr. Jeff there, and so I gave Jeff an email. Jeff responded, and bam, bada bing, bada boom, he's coming to our church here in the near future. And two fronts here on how this all relates to gratitude is one, the boss could have just been like, thanks everyone, thank you for what you do on the team, but no, he's going above and beyond. He is going to provide them with an awesome worship experience with someone who knows what they're talking about, someone who's got some credibility, and then bless us not just with the worship but with some education on worship. But then the second component here is that I get the opportunity to go and pick him up from the airport and treat him to lunch. So here's where gratitude is pretty important, because I could just show up and be like, hey, let's go have some Taco Bell. I don't think Jeff would care if I did. He'd probably be like, thank you. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go above and beyond. I'm not going to take him to, Applebee's or some place that you can get anywhere. I'm going to take him someplace that only Pittsburgh offers. It could be a Permanis Brothers. It could be Bubba's. But some place that's unique to Pittsburgh that would say, hey, Thank you for coming. We're going to go above and beyond your Taco Bell and McDonald's and Applebee's, and I'm going to give you a nice meal to show you that we value your time here. And so a lot of this podcast is thinking through that heart of the matter, is going beyond the physical words of saying thank you and showing the value of the individual. It's going beyond showing appreciation, going beyond showing gratitude, going beyond the basics of thank yous so that they sense that they are valued. And long ago in my early ministries, I struggled with doing that, but I've come to challenge myself and say, you know what, this is not enough. I've used to do ministry this way. Now I do it with them. Now without them, it would not be the same. It would not be possible. Thank you. You are valuable, and I appreciate what you do. And there's not enough words I can say to express this, and it's not okay. I need you to know that I value you. Mr. Daniel, Miss Caitlin, Miss Rebecca, Mr. Jacob, Mr. Austin, Miss Trisha, every single person on my team. I have over 100 people. I'm not going to name them all. But I value you and what you do. Without your presence on the team, we would be a hot mess. I cannot do it alone. I need you. So thank you for your time. Thank you for your ministry. So let's go into some practical ways that I have began to express gratitude beyond simple thank yous, beyond a handshake or a high five. One way that I've done it is gift cards. This is pretty common. You've seen this before. Is gift cards, but not just any gift card. Don't grab the Target gift card or get anything you want. If you know your guy is all about fishing, get that Bass Pro, that Cabela's. Yes, sir. He's going to appreciate that. I had a friend once who is specifically a steelhead fisherman. I got him a steelhead hat, like a nice 7-panel, flat brim, embroidered hat. Now, not just a steelheading hat. That's the name of the brand. It's called Steelhead. STLHD, Steelhead hat. And they loved it. Yes, they loved it. So if you know someone on your team that's very, very specific, things that they like, get them that Starbucks gift card. Get them that Dunkin' gift cards. Get them that Bass Pro Shop gift card. That just goes a little bit more. It says, I thought about you. I thought about what you like. Not sure what they like? Well, here are some ways you can go about that. You can ask their spouse. Because your spouse should know what you like. You can look for some telltales. Yeah, some things like what kind of shoes they wear, what kind of shirts they wear, what kind of things they do, what they post on Facebook. It might tell you, like that fishing hat, that fishing shirt, those Grundon shoes, those Columbia shoes. Those things all tell you something. So read into that. Watch them carefully. Do some research. And you'll find your peoples are all about something. There's this guy in our church. He's a drummer. I thought he was only a drummer. But I've learned just by following people in our ministry that this guy is into coffee. Like, he's really into coffee. So what I have waiting is a bag of coffee that he might get sometime when I'm ready to show him appreciation. That's right. Not just any coffee. Not that Dunkin' brand coffee down the street. No, I got shipped in from Alaska, like some good coffee. You know what I'm saying? Something that says, boom, bro, I appreciate you. Remember, we're not just saying thank you. We're going above and beyond to show the value of the specific individual. So gift cards is the idea, but not just the gift card. The right gift card. All right, let's go on. Well, another thing that I do is swag. A lot of my team, they love their swag. It could be hoodies. It could be hats. One time, especially around like holidays, season changes, Black Fridays is a very big one. you can get deals like buy one, get 10 free, or use this code for 50% off your entire purchase or whatever. So I purchased about 20 pairs of Shady Rays. That's right, the same sunglasses you've seen on YouTube, the one where you can break loose and just tell them you lost it and they replace it for free. By the way, it's not really for free. You have to pay the $9 shipping and handling. But I got them all Shady Rays. Like, you helped for VBS. You did this part in VBS. You taught at VBS. Simple card won't do. Here are a pair of Shady Rays to finish out your summer. They all loved it. In fact, my one guy came to me and was like, "Hey, my Shady Rays broke. We get swap?" And then so I grabbed them. And fortunately for him, I actually had a whole bunch left over, so I just swapped it real quick. Fun story. So and then there, hoodies. My one guy wanted hoodies. He loves hoodies, so I slapped our logo on some hoodies and hooked them up. Shirts. We've done beanies. Anything, everything. Our team loves swag. We've gone on to do things like fishing trips. Yeah, I love fishing. I know my one guy, he likes to fish too. He likes to take his son fishing. And I've gone about and say, hey, let's do a fishing trip. I will pay for everything. I got the fuel, I got the bait. Let's go, bro. And when I say fishing trip, I'm not saying we're going down to the local pond and getting some bluegills. Although I have done that with some of my team members, but this one team member, he is very valuable. He deserves a lot of appreciation. So I drove 2 hours north with him, took him on a famous creek, and we caught ginormous steelhead. And he was like, "Whoa, can we go again?" I was like, "Yep." Another thing that I've done with the fishing is I've used my budget to purchase a membership club. And I figured if I get so many trips to the club in the year, it actually pays for itself. And it's about the price that I would budget for a person in general. So I got this club membership, and I take individuals to that. Now you might ask, well, what if you have females on the trip and you're a dude and whatnot? Well, the way that I've done that is I say, hey, bring your kid. I'll bring my kid. So now there's a little bit of accountability, and we've done that. I've also had moms who don't fish at all, and I said, hey, can I bless you by taking your kid fishing? I have one mom and dad who I think are awesome. They help all the time. They're just busy. But I said, hey, I'm going to go take my son ice fishing. Can I take your boy with us? I'll cover everything. And that's what we did. We blessed them by taking. Now I have one female, same situation. She's just a busy mom, and we don't really want to be stuck in a lone situation. So I said, hey, can I take your husband off your hands? Would that bless you if I took him off your hands? Sometimes that don't work. Sometimes I know I need my husband to help me watch my kids. And other times they're like, please, my husband's stuck in the house all the time. Take him out. And yes, so fishing trips are on my list of things. Then another thing that I like to do are care packages or care boxes. I got a box that has our logo on it. It's graphically designed. You can do it through Amazon. It's not that hard. You can do it through other printing companies like Sticker Mule, and fill it with things like tumblers and swag and books and candy that they like and gift cards and whatever else. I've done that. That's fun. Another thing that I've offered is a day away from your kids or family. Once a year, we do a thing called a late nighter. I honestly do it for my parents, but most importantly for my staff. And what I do is I go and I try to find non-staff members who are also cleared to help me staff this event. And I put on a late nighter. It goes on from like 6 p.m. till 12 midnight. And we have a full service. We have games, activities, food, you name it. And we let the parents drop off their kids, go out on a long date, and come back in the evening to pick up their kid. And that's our way of saying, hey, we appreciate you. And we tell them that, hey, once a year we do this. This is for you. And I sometimes tell my staff, like, hey, I don't want you to sign up. I want you to go have a great date. Another common one that we do is actual lunches and dinners. Just break bread over a good old cheeseburger or soda or spaghetti or whatever. One thing I've done is I've invited friends over or my team over, and we've cooked some of the salmon fish that I caught in Alaska right on the grill. We did a little cookout, and hey guys, I appreciate you. This fish is from Alaska. I flew all the way there to catch this fish just for you. I make all that stuff up. They know I'm being silly, but it really is fish from Alaska, and it is my fish that I'm giving to you to eat right now, that I cooked for you to eat right now, which is not cheap if you were to go buy it from the store yourself. So those are some of the things that I do, and there really is no limit to the ideas, as long as I'm going above and beyond the surface level stuff. But now let's talk about a few problems. Like, what if you don't have the money to get gift cards or to buy swag or to go on fishing trips? One, you don't always got to do it that way. You can work with what you have. Which is why, like, my salmon grill out is a big hit, because I didn't really spend anything. I just used what I already had. And there's lots of things I have tons of boxes. Like when I purchased the colored boxes and graphically designed stickers, I got more than I need, so that when the budget is low, I can use what I already have. Two is one, I just budget into it. If I'm given $10 in the whole year for my lemonade stand, I take $2 of those dollars and I say, this is for staff. Hope the lemonade fundraising idea is a good help and illustration for you. But yeah, I just budget for appreciation, and that is super important to me because I want to keep my staff. I take great pride in the fact that I have team members that have been on my team long enough to go on a sabbatical. And at our church, sabbaticals take place every 7 years. And I have several team members that have been on the team for years. I get kind of disheartened when I see on Facebook or in our network about people who are struggling with keeping their team members. I don't think that not showing appreciation is the issue. I just think that one thing plus one thing equals more reasons for people to stay, and for me, showing gratitude is a value that I'm going to put into my budget. And there's going to be an episode come up in the future about budgets and whatnot, but budget is not just about finance. Budget is about vision. Ooh, let's take that a hot second to sink in. Having a budget is not just about financing what you want to do. Having a budget is about having a vision for where you want to go. Ooh, that's going to preach, my guys. And I'm not going to spend any more time on that because that's a whole nother podcast. But if you can have that in your nutshell there, use it. If it's valuable to you, budget it. All right. And lastly, anything worth doing is worth doing with excellence. And the unfortunate reality, excellence costs something. It might not cost money, but it will cost either time or quality. So you have to decide where it's going to cost you. So if you want to get the dollar store glasses, that's going to say something completely different for the Shady Rays. And so that's how I do it. Now when I go through a lot of these types of evaluations, I do these types of gratifications or gratitudes, whatever. I like to evaluate how well that went, how well that was received. So I will give the gift, watch and learn. I will evaluate and then modify. And that's it. The entire episode on showing gratitude. And the bottom line is this: surface level thank yous are not enough. All right. If they're saying, "Oh, that's okay," it's not okay. They need to know that they are superstars in your opinion, rock stars, that without them we would have failed, and they are valued Because when people feel valued, they stick around. When they feel like they're a part of the cause, they stick around. When they feel like they're just a tool, well, they do their job and they go. And that's what I got for today. If you have any questions, find me. Until next time, everybody say, bye, Pastor Juan. Thank you for listening. Smash those like buttons, turn the bells blue, or whatever the kids are doing these days. At the end of the day, our goal is to raise little people to one day become big people. You can find older archived podcasts on our YouTube channel and support what we do at rongaleministries.com. Enjoy!